the Sports Barn, Saturday, August 22nd, probably about, I don't know, 11:30 a.m. Well, we're back. Not a very auspicious return to the barn. Crummy night last night, bad night. I kind of figured that would happen. We were on such a roll, and then called away for non-sports barn work. Sure enough, that was the cooler that shut down our hot streak. So what are you gonna do? And then we had production issues. I must have wasted 2-3 hours. See, that's why I'm always hesitant to play music in these episodes, because you have to almost test it ahead of time, because you never know what's going to go past the YouTube censors or not. You know, something that should have gone past the censor, they flagged it and they said, nope, you can't use that. Your whole video is blocked. But we'll edit out the sound for you if you like. Like, okay, sure, do that. That took 2.5 hours. I shot a whole new video before, you know, it was a race. Like I said, it's a race to see if I can shoot this second video before the YouTube computers clear my first video. So it's a giant waste of time. So, you know, I don't have a solution to that yet. You know, hire a production assistant, I guess. And I love to get these videos up, you know, like I was in the middle of the night for you people, but yeah, I just don't have that kind of energy at the moment, where that was fouling up my sleep cycle. I'm getting up at noon, I'm sleeping, you know, until noon. I'm going to bed at 4, 5 in the morning while I'm making these videos. I may have to go back to that, just to try to, you know, pump up the views, basically, get the thing out there for longer and give y'all more time to find me. Haven't figured it all out yet, but we're working on it. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Flyers, making the quarterfinals for the first time in, 8 years? I guess 2012 was the last time they got this far, when they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins. I still say that what happened there was the Philadelphia Flyers beat the Penguins. Peter Laviolette declared that Claude Giroux was the greatest player in the world, and we haven't won since. And Claude Giroux's still on our team, you know, so figure that one out. We've had the, quote, greatest player in the world on our team for the past 8 years, and we haven't made the quarterfinals till now. So maybe Peter Laviolette was wrong, just saying. Anyway, we beat the Canadians, so I guess now it's on to the Island. We play the Islanders. God, I can't remember the last time we played the Islanders in the playoffs. I mean, we're going back. I mean, this is old school. This is the 80s. Hell, maybe, you know, we used to play the Islanders all the time back in the day, but it's been so long since either they or we have been any good. So, you know, it's the bubble. I know the bubble is definitely taken away from it. You know, it just doesn't seem real. My brother, he's able to suspend reality much easier than I am. So in his mind, this is all normal. But, you know, I know it's not. But, you know, I guess if they win the cup, they win the cup. I mean, it counts. It's a championship, despite the fact that, you know, the powers that be are going to do everything they can to limit my enjoyment of it. I mean, there'll be no parade. But anyway, I've already got them going down Broad Street. We still got 3 more series to win. So there you have that. All right, let's see what did happen last night. Where are we? I knew this was bad. That Washington game, I knew that was wrong. Oh, now you know what I just found, and I just thought of something. I'm gonna have to change these numbers. All right. Well, whatever. I had on my spreadsheet 2 stars, and I scribbled 1 star off there before I put it up there because I knew it was a loser, and it was. Milwaukee, I didn't know what to think of that one. That was a loser. I told you, Cleveland's due for some bad luck here. I think this is a guy, Plutko, that was running his mouth as well as far as, how damaging Plesac and Clevenger's actions were and what liars they were. Nice effort, Plutko, as he gives up 10 runs, or he and his cohorts give up 10 runs to the Tigers. Good job. This one I didn't have a good feel about that. That was a loser. Then we didn't do too bad. Boston won. The White Sox, easy winners over the Cubs. This sucked. This was our top play. The Cardinals. I think we were in the right place on this one. Their center fielder with 2 outs, nobody on base, screws up a long fly ball. I looked it up. I just had to know. I looked it up. Harrison Bader. He actually has good defensive stats. It's not like, he's some poor fielder. He's not some iron-handed guy out there. He just screwed that one up, and that gave him an extra at bat. The Cardinals just couldn't get that last out. They load the bases. Then they bring in, after they load the bases, this I don't get. And I'll never get this, really. Because managers all do it the same way. We're in the 6th inning. The bases are loaded. There's 2 outs. This clearly is probably going to be the most important moment of the game, if not the most, top 3. So he brings in a reliever, and it's clearly, some journeyman jabroni. It's not one of their top guys. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here comes journeyman jabroni. And, he throws 2 borderline pitches, doesn't get the call on either one of them. Now it's 2-0. So I guess he figures, he hears me screaming at him, throw a goddamn strike, don't walk a run in. Well, he threw a strike, and it was, I guess, too good of a strike, because that guy hammered that ball into next week somewhere. They kept showing, and it was some journeyman guy I never heard of that hit the grand slam. They keep saying, that was 113 miles an hour. That's the fastest or hardest ball the Reds have hit all year. I thought, wow, good job. Nice time for that to happen. I think the Cardinals just could not score, and that was it then. That was it. That was the key moment. We lost. Texas, they didn't fire. This guy sucked. He gave up, I think, 4 runs in the 1st inning, and it was basically over. This blew. Once again, I think anytime you write the word Angels on the board, you deserve to lose. And we did. We lost. And then the last 2 saved the night from being a complete, absolute, abject disaster. Dodgers, good home team. Rockies, bad road team. Much the best of the Dodgers. And the Giants catching a little bit of a wave now. They get it done over the Diamondbacks. So, what was that? 4-7. Terrible. Kicking us back under 500. Oh dear. Oh dear. The one thing I just can't figure here is the stratification of these numbers. Is that the 3 stars and the 1 stars are doing great, and the 2 stars are just all losers. I can't figure this one out. I don't know. At any rate, so today, what do we have? We've got a full slate on the board for today. We're going to go back to Washington with 2 stars, which probably means it's a guaranteed loser. With Scherzer, he's pitching. Again, the Nationals are on the border here of making the playoffs. They could just be giving up at some point, losing Strasburg. They could just be like, let's just give up, But I think, the bar is set so low that I think that forces them not to give up. In other words, you're the defending champions. And then you didn't make the playoffs in a year where they took everybody into the playoffs. That's pretty goddamn embarrassing. So I kind of think that's going to force these guys to not head to the golf course mentally. I think that's going to force them to play. I think Scherzer's going to show today. So I swear if we lose this will be the last 7-inning game we've played, because we've lost every last 7-inning game we've played all year. These goddamn 7-inning games. Jesus Christ. If you told me at any point in my life, okay, now you're going to be standing there talking about betting on a 7-inning game, I would have said, that's stupid. That'll never happen. But here we are. So, Scherzer should be able to throw a complete game, basically. We're taking the run line just to shorten up our risk. The Nationals hit like shit last night. So, I don't know, you know. I could see Scherzer holding them down to a run or two, or 0. 1, 2, or 0, but you know, we only got 6 innings and to get 3 or 4 runs. So we're probably going to need a home run from somebody. Hopefully Mr. Soto pops one or something. Hell, they had 2 last night, but they were all solo shots. So maybe the Nationals might wake up a little bit, work the count a little bit, get some walks, get some guys on base before we get a home run. Anyway, we'll take the Nationals. 1 star here with the A's. Why not? I mean, I don't know what the thinking was there. Like I said, anytime you write the Angels down, that's probably a loser. We'll take the A's. That's a pretty short price. 137. They're at home against a vastly inferior team. So I think that's a pretty good one. 2 stars here with the Rays. They're going, I think, with an opener tonight. You know, bullpen game. They have pretty good luck with that. I know Toronto has their big gun room going. But Tampa plays the Blue Jays tough, especially down in Tampa. Tampa, you know, they got to be feeling that, you know, we're there, you know, we're in the mix here. We could win this thing. You know, we're good enough to win this thing, you know, after having beaten the Yankees a couple times. So, you know, you're getting, you know, Tampa's one of the best teams in the league, and you're getting paid to play them here. So I don't think this is wrong, Tampa. 1 star here with Detroit. I have a hunch. I have no data whatsoever to back this up, but I've always kind of thought if there's a long streak of some type, like the Indians had beaten the Tigers, 20 games in a row, and the streak ends, then generally it just comes right back and ends again. In other words, Tigers lose 20 straight games in a row. They finally beat the Indians. They're likely just to go ahead and beat them again. You know, just like that. Again, no data to back that up. But, you know, I think that the Indians got somebody going, and I can't think of his name. Is it McKenzie? I know who it isn't. Clevenger. It isn't Clevenger, and it isn't Plesac. And again, my theory is there's a bunch of people in that Indians locker room going, what are we doing here? Why are we not pitching our best guys? If we're not going to use these incredibly talented seed throwers, then why in the hell don't we trade them? Get some people in here that can help us. I mean, if I got to be in this goddamn bubble, I got to go back to the hotel room every night and play Xbox rather than go do what I want to do like a normal American, then I might as well have my best chance to win this goddamn thing. But they're not doing that. So, yeah, I'm thinking that's going to cause some irritation, some dissension in the Indians' locker room. We'll take Detroit. This is going to be our best play of the night, Atlanta. Well, this guy Erlin threw real well last time out in Miami, and now he's got the, you know, suddenly reeling Phillies. They got Wheeler going. He's probably one of their best pitchers. Probably is. He is one of their best pitchers. But it's a 9-inning game, and Wheeler isn't going to throw 9 innings, and the Phillies have absolutely no one to back up Wheeler after he's done. So, hopefully, you know, if Atlanta just doesn't get to Wheeler, you know, they might get the bullpen late and pull out the W. That's what we're hoping. Top play, Atlanta. We're going to take Boston again. They were first last night. I think we're in the right place there. Boston historically better than the Orioles. 1 star there. This was an easy winner last night. The White Sox Much the best over the Cubs. They're big underdog tonight. I guess they've got a bad pitcher going. But the way the White Sox hit the ball last night, I mean, this could be a shootout and the White Sox might get the W. So we're going to take the Sox again. Like I said, this sucked last night. We had the Cardinals. That was our top play. We lost. I'm sure much to subscriber X's enjoyment. But we were in the right place. I'm sure of that. You know, that center fielder catches that ball. The Cardinals win that game. I'm certain of that. So we're going to come right back. You know, I think the Cardinals are much better than the Reds. They're at home. The Reds never play well in St. Louis. So we're going to go ahead and take the Cardinals. We're going to take the Padres here. This is, I guess, the best series going this weekend. You know, you got your up-and-coming Padres and all their young stars, or young star, singular, Tatis, versus, you know, the hated Astros. Padres seem to be streaky, you know. They seem to get on a roll. Then maybe some things go not exactly their way. Now they're on a roll again. We're going to take the Padres at home. See if they can't bop a few exciting home runs. You know, they want to play. I mean, if they had a crowd there, this would be a real great game. I mean, the place would be sold out. It'd be like America again. Someday maybe. I've actually heard people say things like, things will never go back to normal. This is it. Like, holy shit, I just want to grab these people and say, get the fuck out. You just get out of my country. I don't want you here. Probably what'll end up happening is I'll have to get out. Alright, let's take Texas. I still say we're in the right place on that, despite the fact we lost last night. Texas has one of the best values betting-wise. Seattle's one of the worst. We're taking Texas in this get-out-of-town match. We say Texas gets it done tonight. 1 star. Which probably means it's a winner. And then the Dodgers, again, will take the run line to cheapen up our exposure. It's at even money. Dustin, I believe is his name. Dustin May. He's a good pitcher. I like him. They just roll out the good pitchers in LA. I don't know where they find them. I don't know how their farm system is so much better than the Phillies, but it is. So, Dustin May. So, you know, there you go, 11 more games. Washington, Oakland, Tampa, Detroit, Atlanta, Boston, Chicago White Sox, St. Louis, San Diego, Texas, and the Los Angeles Dodgers in Chavez Ravine. One of the things that helped make last night not too upsetting was we were right again with the Celtics. That's 3-0 now for us. They have won all 3 games. They have covered all 3 games, just like I said they would. So the sport I don't really pay attention to. We have 4 out of 5 winners so far in that. Tonight I guess it's the Lakers, and what are they, 7-point favorites? Lay it, take the Lakers. That's what I'm doing. I would take the Lakers. So that's what we have for you here on the Saturday. So I hope everybody's having a good weekend. We're hoping to bust back above 500, you know, as we fluctuate up and down, up and down. I don't know if we have it, you know, if you were asking a confidence level in this slate, it's probably about a 5. I'm not, you know, last night threw me off my game. I was like, shit, now we're losing again? For so long there, it was going so good. Now we're losing again. So we'll see. All right, well, that's all I got for you. So thanks for being here. We do appreciate you that are here. We certainly do. We're trying to do better next time. Hit the like button if you care to, or just the fact that you're here helps me. We'll talk to you. I guess we're probably having an episode, probably get it up before noon tomorrow. So thanks. Good luck, good afternoon, and good gambling.